The sounds of Nelson and Can't Live Without Your Love and Affection here on 1FM 91.3 Good Times Greatest Hits. And oh boy, if you've ever tried the food of Chef Tzi Qin, you will also feel that way. I can't live without your love and your food and your dishes, yeah? We're saying a big good morning to Chef Tzi Qin from Jiak Kim House. Hello.
Hello everyone.
Hey.
Nice
Thank you for
to meet you,
joining us. So, Tzi Qin actually is the chef partner and group executive chef at the Brightside Group, which owns Jiak Kim House, which is now at the former Zouk at Jiak Kim Street.
Oh my goodness, that's such an iconic location, iconic building.
Yeah.
I need to ask this question. I mean, I have a lot of fond memories of Zouk. Do you have fond memories of Zouk?
Oh yes, all the way from 17 years ago.
So it must be really like a little bit nostalgic, but a bit strange, right? To now be there doing this whole different role in the same space. Have you kept most of the space? Because they've got really weird, like kooky sort of corners, you know, the layout and everything. Has that been maintained or no, completely gutted out?
We maintain the ceilings, of course, the trusses, okay? But I didn't realize that the roof trusses was actually blue in color 17 years ago.
Really? So
So
forward
you all
thinking.
go there and party in the dark. Everything
Yeah.
seems black. And then in the day when you go,
And we wake up in the morning.
it's blue.
But that must be quite nice, isn't it?
It is. The space is amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. And so tell us what that process was like, transforming the space, the former Zouk. I think where you're at, Jiak Kim House, is at the Velvet Underground part of Zouk. Yeah. Tell us what it was like, transforming the space into Jiak Kim House, the restaurant.
So actually, everyone doesn't know that Velvet Underground used to be this historical warehouse that was built in 1919.
Okay.
And it actually involves like trading, storage of goods. So this is pretty much interesting because that's where we actually bring in our cuisine, like modern Asian fusion. There's like a melting pot. And by transferring this place, we actually brought on like we want to preserve that Asian aesthetics. So you can actually find like Louvre and jute panels. Like rattan, like furniture.
Yeah.
Which is quite interesting. And also you see those like vintage mirrors around. And that's where we actually weave our stories around all these like Asian so-called like influences and to give our customers a great experience.
I think it's so wonderful that you are in a space that gives you so much inspiration in what you do. So did that play a really huge role in your menu? Which I hear is quite extensive, right?
It is. How many dishes do you have on it?
I have around like 45 modern Asian fusion dishes plus a steak on the grill menu.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
You've been there, yeah?
I have, and the food is amazing. I mean, Tzi Qin, or TQ, we will call you from here, has just an amazing ability to just bring all these unique flavors from different cultures here in Singapore into one dish. I mean, when you go there, the first thing you're greeted with is some complimentary bread. One thing that blew me away was the roti boy. You know that roti boy bun that you used to get? It's got a crusty, sweet exterior, and inside he has stuff like century egg, salted egg, and egg. And it comes with a curry butter.
A curry butter.
And it's complimentary. It's so good.
So it remind you of this like deconstructed 金枕头, like golden pillow.
Yes.
Where you have that like, the bun, and the chicken curry.
Melting in your mouth.
This brain of his,
It is.
very special.
That's
this
exactly
brain.
what I said to him.
That his brain
Yeah,
very
I want to know.
special.
I want to pick your brain because I want to understand how you get all these flavors together from different cultures. Because you've worked in Chinese restaurants, Indian restaurants, French restaurants.
No way.
And Spanish.
And Spanish,
wow.
He was the executive head chef at Fullerton 1919, the Waterboat House. He was also part of the team at highly acclaimed Les Amis, Le Saint Julien, and so much more. So, when you go there, you're in really good hands.
How did you squeeze in so much experience? I mean, you look young. He's younger than us, and he worked at all these places. How did this whole, is it safe to call it chefing journey been for you?
So
When did it start? How did it go?
It started all the way back when I ended my national service. So I'm this local boy. Okay, so I started off with a Chinese restaurant, Tong Lok Classics.
Wow.
Learning Cantonese cuisine. I moved on to at Sunrise School. Okay, then I did French fine dining at Les Amis. Okay, then I did a bit of Spanish.
Wow.
And a bit of Indian.
It looks like you've learned from like the best people, actually. So all those influences are now featuring in your dishes.
Ooh.
Hey, come join us on Facebook Live. Have a look at what Chef Tzi Qin looks like. He's got a very young pixie face. We are at facebook.com/1FM913. Back with more of Chef Tzi Qin in a bit. He'll tell us more about Jiak Kim House over at the former Zouk. everybody.
Hey,
good morning.
good
Welcome
morning.
to Facebook Live. So Chef Tzi Qin, you know, the word Jiak Kim itself has a very interesting meaning to it.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just always took it for granted. Yeah, now Zouk is at
Zouk,
Jiak Kim
Zouk,
Street.
Zouk,
Uncle,
Zouk.
bring me to Jiak Kim Street.
Oh, I don't even say that, man. I
Yeah.
say Zouk.
Oh,
And then
okay.
the taxi driver's like, okay,
Jiak
no
Kim.
problem.
Yeah, but actually it's got a meaning.
So yes, Jiak Kim is actually named after this person called Jiak Kim,
Okay.
which is quite interesting. He's a philanthropist.
Was he a party goer? A disco dancer?
I hope it is. A community leader, and he did a lot of services for Singapore as a whole. And what's more interesting is our seventh president in Singapore, Tony Tan, is actually a descendant.
No way.
Of Tan Jiak Kim.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And they owned a lot of land from like Jiak Kim all the way to somewhere in Clementi, apparently.
Indeed, yes.
I mean, Singapore is not that big, but that sounds like a lot of land.
It is.
Okay.
Considering that if I have to walk from here to Clementi quite far.
I don't know if I'll make it. I'll give it halfway.
If you
I'll just
eat
hang
some
out
of
there.
his food,
and
no
eat his
problem.
food. No, I would just stay there.
Ah,
Eat
yes.
food and
Also, you
camp
don't want to
there.
go away. Yeah.
Yeah. You said that one of you have a favorite, right, of their menu.
Yeah, the tingkat of memories.
What is that?
That is amazing. Break it down for us. Go on then, Tzi Qin.
All right, so this tingkat of memories is quite interesting because I actually get all my inspiration from what I see on a day-to-day basis. So what do we see on every day? I see traffic lights. So I start off with this tri-colored otak otak. So you've got the green. Okay, that is like mackerel, prawns, basil, and green curry. You've got the yellow from the turmeric, and you've got a red from the dry chilies.
So the colors are like the natural colors of
Yes.
the food. That's clever. Obviously, this guy had to stop at a lot of like red lights, you know, trying to get to work on time. And he said, you know what? I'm going to turn my frustration into this beautiful dish.
I mean, that's why I appreciate it so much. Is all these little, you know, whimsical touches to
And
his
the
dishes.
details.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. The detail
details.
is amazing. What's in the tingkat of memories? Actually, that's the crab pie tea.
We have the crab pie tea and
Chili crab.
Chili crab pie tea. I'm a local boy from Singapore, so I got to promote Singapore food with a spin
Hey.
with kaffir lime.
Yeah,
And
Nice.
also, I've got this 7 herb crab cake.
7
it's very good.
So Mr. Jiak Kim is Peranakan background. So you know what? My favorite Peranakan dish is actually nasi ulam. So instead of putting the herbs like laksa leaf, turmeric leaf, and everything else, or lemongrass, into rice, what about crab?
Hey, are you a Peranakan? I'm Peranakan. So my uncle makes very good nasi ulam. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
and his rule is that you can put whatever herbs you like. So you do you.
That's great.
Yeah. So are you
I
Peranakan?
like.
Oh.
I'm not, but I love Peranakan food, and I like
Hey.
my Peranakan food nasi ulam with a bit of salted fish, desiccated coconut, dried shrimps.
Yes.
The boy
and
knows
ginger
his stuff.
flour.
He does. My uncle would approve.
Yes.
It's like all the way in KL where he's based and he's going like this
I
fella.
feel like we should go there now to eat all this wonderful things.
Yes,
All right.
please, for lunch today.
Just put it on autoplay and let's go.
One of the other things, talking about Peranakan, I love buah keluar, and he's got like a buah keluar chocolate dessert.
No way.
Yeah, so how do you do it? It's amazing. And then the way you've done it is like a hot chocolate kind of like.
It's a rabbit in a hole kind
Yeah.
of thing. Those who has watched MasterChef, they will know what it means. Melting that chocolate sauce on the twirl and it goes all the way in. And because Black Forest is actually my go-to
Yeah.
cake
Oh,
on,
nice.
on a weekly basis.
Okay. Ooh.
That's why I did a spin on it. Okay, doing a Black Forest like deconstructed dessert with buah keluak chocolate sauce.
So
You
you,
know what?
pour the chocolate sauce into the Black Forest deconstructed cake, and it melts, right? Because the sauce is so hot, and then this rabbit pops out.
A rabbit pops out.
Yeah, it's like chocolate rabbit.
It's chocolate rabbit.
It's a
Yes.
chocolate rabbit.
Imaginary.
But
Oh my
still,
God, so whimsical.
visually, like, wait, what? I wasn't expecting that. Most
So
people, they dig into dessert and that's it. It's just a mess.
It's not mentioned, and people get that nice surprise when they're enjoying the dish. Is that it?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you can't tell until you pour the chocolate sauce, and then you're like, wait, what? What is unfolding
Don't worry,
before
I
my
can
eyes?
surprise. I need to go down.
Expect a lot of surprises though, because there's like fillers in between and people will not know what it is.
Yes.
I also provide omakase. So when regulars come in and they don't know what to expect, they'll be like, hey, you know what, chef, just do a omakase for me.
I think the question is, what is it that you don't do? Rather
That
than
is a
what
good
do you
question.
do?
That is a
All right, we're going to be heading back live on air with Chef Tzi Qin. Send us your questions. You know, is there anything that he loves preparing, etc.? Or maybe you have a challenge for him. I'm sure
Sure, why not? Looking
this
forward.
is a why not kind of guy. Yeah, and I love that about him. When you're a chef and you have that attitude, it's brilliant. It's a magical combination. All right, so you can drop us a comment or WhatsApp us 88550 we're headed back to 1FM Live. I'm so excited. The Pointer Sisters here on 1FM 91.3 Good Times Greatest Hits.
Oh, Will, one of our Brightsiders, is saying, hey, after dinner on Wednesday, there will be mambo. Something to consider, Chef. Something to consider.
Yes,
Hey.
very on point because we're talking to Chef Tzi Qin, who is the head chef partner over at Jiak Kim House, which is now occupying the former Zouk premises, the site where Velvet Underground used to be. And they've transformed that space into a very beautiful, light and airy space. I like that when you first enter the restaurant, right, you can see right to the back and there is a river at the
How
back
nice.
of Jiak Kim House. I never knew that. I used to just go party at Zouk and
Yeah.
what? Where's this river? Did you all put it there overnight? And it's always been there. And I think because of what SLA has instructed you guys to do, you have to be able to see it from the front.
Yes, there should be a mirror image symmetry. And what's so interesting is because we are actually located at the start of Singapore River. So there's three keys: Robertson, Boat, and Clarke Quay.
Yeah.
We are at Robertson Quay and we're at the start of it.
And also Jiak Kim itself has a very special history attached to it. Jiak Kim in Hokkien means eat gold, right? But it comes from the
Yes.
history of a person in Singapore.
Yes, and Mr. Tan Jiak Kim is Hokkien as well. So I actually did up a dessert that themed around gold. So I play my dessert with colors. So the gold dessert is Jiak Kim. Okay, I actually put up like a hawthorn. Okay, roselle. Okay, and then there's like Earl Grey mousse, Barolac compote, and also a Duce Namelaka at the base.
And it's all covered in gold. So you're literally Jiak Kim, you're eating gold.
You know what?
see
It
how his
sounds
mind works?
delicious. You come across as someone who's really having fun in your day-to-day, in the dishes that you create. You're just having fun. I really like that. I can see why you keep at it. And your dishes are so creative. You
Yeah.
know, all this detail that's involved in it. Wow, hats off, man.
Yeah, I think Mr. Tan Jiak Kim would be very proud. He is our former president, Dr. Tony Tan, is a descendant of Tan
Yes,
Jiak Kim,
he is.
who was a philanthropist. He did a lot of good in Singapore back in the day. So his family is still around.
Dr. Tony Tan, you need to go and have a meal there.
I also see.
Please, I'm looking forward.
It would be like, coming full circle in terms of history, right? How beautiful is that?
We're going to take some questions. Here we have from Hannah, and she has asked, any challenging dishes you've had to prepare?
I don't call it challenging, but it's more like surprising. So when it comes to like doing up new dishes, it's more of like finding that perfect balance. Okay, in terms of like how we are able to play innovation and tradition, but yet getting flavors that's familiar, yet doing a spin to it.
So it's a bit like food mambo lah.
Food mambo?
It is food
we
mambo,
don't mambo
yes.
night, we just do food mambo.
Food
Because,
mambo.
the way your mind works, you're taking from your experience in like Indian restaurants, French restaurants, Chinese fine dining, and you're bringing it all together. And off air, we're just learning about how, even the traffic lights are a form of inspiration for you when it comes to your
I
dishes.
love that.
Yeah.
It's teaching me something new. Next time when I stop at a red light, how will that inspire me? In a positive manner. Not have me like, change already.
Alrighty. Hey, come join us live on Facebook, facebook.com/1FM913. Send us your questions for Chef Tzi Qin, okay? He is definitely up for any challenge, any culinary challenge that you can present to him. You really gotta appreciate this. And we don't have a lot of this. Local born, Singapore bred chefs. You have gone that way and you've done us all so proud. Back with more of Tzi Qin in just a bit. Hello, good morning to all our folks.
Hey,
Food Mambo
everyone.
morning to you.
We've got Candida asking like, hey, what's the name of this restaurant? I think she didn't catch it earlier, so we just want to mention that we've got Chef Tzi Qin from Jiak Kim House. Okay,
Yeah.
go and check it out. What would be the social media handles for Jiak Kim House that we should know of?
Okay, you guys can look us up www.jiakkimhouse.com or find us like Instagram, Facebook at Jiak Kim House.
Nice.
Jiak Kim House. You have to go and see it in the daytime. Really, it will blow your mind.
Do you prefer it in day or night?
It's too two different vibes. When you go
Yeah.
tonight, the light setting goes a bit dimmer. It becomes like romantic.
It does.
Yeah, it's good for families, good for couples.
How was
whatever you
it
can
for
think of.
Valentine's Day yesterday? What happened? Huh?
Oh, Valentine's Day yesterday was amazing. People get like the choice between an a la carte menu or a 5-course menu.
Ooh.
All right, we provide champagne, roses, because it's like a 3-in-1 concept.
Wow.
We actually have a floral atelier in the restaurant.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes, when you walk in there, like
Sorry?
what's like a little florist corner that greets you.
Oh, wow. So she's doing her own thing.
Yeah.
You can buy flowers
You
from
can
her.
you have to pre-order. I
It's
believe.
like pre-orders 2 days in advance, like bespoke flowers. And after the meal yesterday, they actually get like a complimentary boat ride.
What?
45 minutes all the
Oh
way
my
to Fullerton, Gardens by the Bay,
We
and
should
back
have
again.
spoken to you earlier.
That's so
I didn't know about this cool deal.
fun.
Yeah.
So fun, Nola. But I'm
That's
sure
really romantic.
They were all fully booked out.
You know, was it like the gondola? Was there a guy singing la 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 la?
Not yet, but I could plan for that the next
Okay,
time
just
around.
don't get me. Okay, I can't be the singer.
Just
Might
get you in
capsize.
the boat. No, get you in the boat to enjoy the ride.
I got playlists. I can play songs from my
but-
phone.
oh, yeah,
I put 91.3.
Sounds great.
Win already. Win
Mambo
already.
music, come on, man! All the retro tunes after food mambo.
There's going to be some capsizing there.
Hey, is that an idea for you, food mambo night? Oh my god,
I
that would
think
be
it is.
hilarious.
It is.
What are your memories of Zouk?
Wow, memories. It's darkness. And of course, I remember this little mini cart where we did bangers and mash. So you expect a dish, a nice spin out of it, bangers and mash, but elevated.
Oh wow,
Yeah, the hot
elevated.
dogs. No, the hot dogs were very famous, right?
Yes.
For Zouk.
I didn't
'cause the
think
only
you could
food that
sing
could get.
bangers and mash, but you've done it. Okay,
Yes.
I'll go try.
Stay tuned, stay tuned.
So definitely we have to head on down. You have to head on back because they've got more than 40 over items as part of the menu.
Yeah.
Definitely have to come back a few times in order to try everything. And do I get a sense that you're constantly changing it? A lot of seasonal stuff that's also offered?
Yes, we do, because we're working on like festive promotions. We have Easter's, we have Mother's Day, we have Father's Day,
fun.
looking
Yeah.
into brunch buffets as well.
Very
At the
fun.
same time, we actually have requests from the residents, like Fraser's residents.
Oh, hold that thought. We're gonna just jump back live on air and share that with our live audience. Okay. 91.3 Good Times, greatest hits. BB Mac and back here. And yes, we are back here with Chef Tzi Qin, or Chef TQ as we call him, from Jiak Kim House over at the former Zouk premises over at Jiak Kim Street. Now, this place is full of history. And what I love about Chef Tzi Qin is that he pays homage to all of that rich history, you know, from the time it was a warehouse to the time it was a party place, you know, pulling from his own experiences as well. Growing up here in Singapore, going to school here in Singapore, ACS boy, RI boy, CJC boy. Yeah, he went to all these amazing institutions, you know, and he's pulled all these experiences together into his dishes over at Jiak Kim House. You
My
gotta go check it out.
goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, what a history. I mean, your own personal history and all that. I want to know this. You've got like more than 40 items as part of the menu, very extensive. I get a sense that you are quite playful, you know, very, very imaginative. Are there a lot of seasonal stuff, you know, a lot of changes that happen throughout the year for Jiak Kim House?
Oh, definitely. And we are actually moving on to this like events menu.
Whoa.
Well, it's a very good space conducive for like wine dinners.
It is, it
Yes.
is.
It
Yeah.
is, yes.
I would definitely recommend the space for weddings. I mean, you yourself, you're getting married in May, right? Can I say that? I'm so
Yes.
sorry,
And-
off the shelf. But you're using
no,
Jiak
now
Kim
he's
House
gotta invite
as
everyone.
space. No, it's just beautifully transformed. Really, you got to go see it in the
Oh,
daytime
wow.
and night as well.
And it's a good test to make sure that the future weddings would be successful.
So you're the first, taking one for the team.
Oh my goodness, but congratulations on
Thank you
that.
very
What a big step,
much.
and how like significant to have it in your own restaurant.
Yes.
I can't. Who gets to say that, right? Who
Yeah.
gets to say that? Yeah.
So very imaginative dishes. One of the things we were talking about off air was the Black Forest, which has textures of dark chocolate with buah keluak ganache in there. It's a hot sauce with buah keluak. It's amazing, and when you pour it into your deconstructed Black Forest cake, a rabbit pops out. So lots of fanciful, whimsical items on the menu, and all this part of a modern Asian menu. Can you tell us how modern Asian cuisine is evolving here in Singapore, Chef?
I would say that we definitely see the surge, and also like local chefs actually rising. So I feel that to get that perfect balance, I actually try to achieve flavors that are familiar yet interesting. So playing a spin to that, I try not to get like flavors that's totally like strange and people like just don't get used to it. Yeah, so
One of the dishes that had a nice spin was the Hokkien mee that comes in the leaf. What leaf is that?
the leaf is like an ope leaf.
Uh-huh.
And what's so interesting about that fettuccine, it's actually a spin to our Hokkien mee, but we don't go the normal route because competition is really stiff. We do
Yeah.
like a laksa version. And then we put all the herbs into the fettuccine. You see the green specks.
Yeah.
Okay, and the seafood and also konnyaku noodles.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Which is 0 calories. Konnyaku is
Yes,
very
and
healthy.
gluten free.
Yeah.
You know what? Hearing how it sounds like, even if it had a lot of calories, I'm still eating that stuff because I think it'll be worth it.
But it's very, very thoughtful. You've also got garum kueh panggang, lobster two ways, amazing things. What else, a chef is in store for you down the road?
Oh, wow, it's a lot of plans. We actually have a lot of events inquiries.
Okay, get married first. That's one of the plans.
Oh, yeah, definitely in the pipeline. Yes, I think it'll be an exciting year and a year full of collaborations. Maybe with like other restaurants, other chefs, and yeah, looking forward to the rest of the year.
We are very excited for you, Chef TQ. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Tell us.
Once again, can you share with us your website, social media, so that we can always check out the action that's happening, new additions to the menu for Jiak Kim House?
Sure, so check out our website www.jiakkimhouse.com and find our Instagram at Jiak Kim House.
Hey!
Okay, you can't miss it because that's where we used to party. Food mambo all the way, okay, Chef?
Yes, for sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Good times.